Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Here I am from Los Angeles, California, dead smack in downtown Los Angeles, right by Chinatown. I'm going to start today. I won't keep myself too long. I want to start with Matthew chapter 16, the demand for a sign. We're going to be reading verses 1 through 4. So the Pharisees and Sadducees came and to test him asked him to show them a sign from heaven. He said to them in reply, "In the evening you say tomorrow will be fair, for the sky is red, and in the morning today will be stormy, for the sky is red and threatening. You know how to judge the appearance of the sky, but you cannot judge the signs of the times. An evil and unfaithful generation seeks a sign, but no sign will be given it except the sign of Jonah." Then he left them and went away. I'm not entirely sure what to think of about what he meant here, because it could mean one of two things. What my Lord Jesus Christ meant there, because to me it seems he could Jesus he uses parables. He also uses um like twist and thoughts, and forces you to be flexible with your ability to use your intuition. In this case, Jesus could have either meant Jesus the Lord could have either meant that he is almost being, that making fun of the fact that if the sky is red, it's gonna rain. If it's red, it's not gonna rain. So you can basically use the same symptom, like for the same diagnosis. So or Jesus Christ, which happens because people will do that, and that is an evil generation. An evil generation is inconsistent. They are they're like leading the blind, right? They're the blind leading the blind. They want everybody else to fall into the same pit. They don't they want to elevate people that are are not um either. In this case, it's really it is binary. I don't necessarily, even with technology, it's binary. I don't even understand why people like that are so woke and are techie don't agree with that. I mean, it's all binary. It's all zeros and ones. You can't just have one. You'd be retarded. You like, that's why there's and um that's not to say that um no, that's okay. Okay, so or he's saying that you can tell what each season's going to be like, bring, but you're not intuitive enough to know when the signs are there for you to recognize where you need to grow and where you need to step back and let other people grow, and give people space, and understand the times, like the times meaning with climate change, for example. I don't know about everybody else, and it's going to be kind of sad if this isn't. It's going to be kind of sad if this isn't taught as you're growing up. But there are stages in that scientists have um, have labeled. Throughout the, I don't know how many years, they're saying this Earth has been around. Right? Is there's a um, the um, the ice ages, for example, and then there's not the ice ages, and then there's, so there's cycles in this earth, there's cycles that have nothing to do with anything that people can control, and it's really only like the greedy, grubby people that I think they're mainly mostly smart enough to like know that, and then they're just like trying to like run game on the rest of us, right? Like, "Oh, climate change, you have to buy this," and then they get, like, all the money from, like, their, like, sponsors, right? They get all the money from the sponsors that are gonna get people, get you to buy things that. Oh, it's not frozen? Oh my god. Okay, so no, I thought it was paused, but no. Alright, so, um, and I did wanna say that since I did start paying attention to politics, um while Trump was in office, because he wasn't the type of president to hide behind lobbyists and special interest and old farting Democrats, like literally like old farting Democrats that wanted to take him under his wing and under their wing and poor guys. Like I was thinking like you probably like, sometimes like good people have too much faith in other people, and it's just not gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like people are just fucking rotten. They're rotten. So uh so that's that with climate change. And I did want to share, the information about Kamala Harris and why I decided I didn't want to, um, like entirely switch parties. Basically, was because I did realize this about the Democrat Party. While there was somebody like Donald Trump, whom I would have never. I mean, I would have thought of Donald Trump like, well, I'm not tall enough to like walk down the runway in a little slinky bikini. So no, I don't even want to know who, you know what I mean? Like that's all I knew about him. That's misinformation. That is limited information about somebody that you don't know what else he's thinking about, right? So um but I'm grateful because I don't have to do it alone. Like I don't have to do it alone. He's somebody that agrees with that can actually think the way that I feel is like should be applauded and should have always been the case. And but not I think people that make it to president don't have to get up there and like, "Ugh, this has all been a disaster. Now I have to step in and clean everything up." Like, no, people want to be proud of their president, and all along is they were doing, things correctly. Of course, that's why why Trump rubs people the wrong way, because he does have that attitude, and he doesn't care to hide it. He has said, "I really just want to clean things up here. Like this is wrong." So we're gonna look up this um angel, I want to call him, and the Planned Parenthood scandal, which is looked at as a kook because he he's not a whore. And people that are whores, okay, so his name is David Delayden. That's David as in David, and Delayden is spelled Daleiden, and this is his information is old. It came out while Kamala wasn't like not even as a like not even as senator, but as Attorney General of California. So she was the AG at that point. She was basically trying to cover up for Planned Parenthood for doing the most nasty things to embryo, like to people that wanted to have an abortion, but people shouldn't be having an abortion anyway. People should wait until they get married to have sex and have kids and be wholesome and old fashioned and good. That's what good people do, and that's what and good people are not going to stand against it, or are going to try and do and and Jarrell, that dream that little girls have to grow up and have their prince and be the princess. And nobody has to go through an abortion. Only whores do. And only people that promote whores are going to be the type of hoary leader. That's why like so many thugs and whores are rising up right now. And that's the truth. I mean, it's logic. It's logic, okay? But that's his name. This is just like it's the small it's just one thing, but it's huge. It's huge. So, couple that with the fact that I guess the one other thing that Kamala Harris was criticized about was how she basically gets used all the time. Whatever direction the wind sways, that's the direction she'll go in. So if whatever helps her politically, that's what she's gonna do. And um, when I think that they're basically angry people that want to be angry at something and are gonna blame other people for for knowing that they're people with pigment, melatonin, I don't know, whatever you call it. Um, I've given people that are not my color, people that are not white. I'm not white. I'm tanned. I'm So I've given people like that like a lot of credit, and people that I respect very much, and we don't even like people's color doesn't even become an issue. Okay, so there's no so I think that a good leader is not going to do that. Um, Unfortunately, Barack Obama, that was in a position um, to kind of stabilize that instead of stabilizing the potential for people like using the race card all the time. Is he didn't know how to manage like the young kids that are just young kids being stupid, and without it even having anything to do with race. And so I think he did lack a little bit of wisdom and prudence there. But he was a young president, and hopefully he can look back and reflect, and in hindsight think about how the message he sent could have been a little bit more even. I'm betting it must be difficult because obviously is your I mean, I had a really difficult time between my daughter and my son when they used to fight. Like that's hard. But being a president requires a truly exceptional person, and it's not fair for somebody that made the mistakes he did to just kind of pass it on to somebody who's going to do an even worse job. And that's what happened between the Obama administration and now the Biden administration. And that's something that I feel the egos are a little bit getting in the way. And I'm telling you this. I'm saying these things because I'm not going to get sucked into whatever mess these people are creating. I am on the Republican side right now. I'm not registered as anything. Um, but they're ahead. The Republicans, Fox News is ahead of of the Democrats, and they're all just not acknowledging it. They're not acknowledging it, and they're not coming back to the truth. And they keep on being seduced by Joe Biden, whom is, by the way, not even worthy of being anybody who might embody somebody as powerful as the Antichrist is supposed to be. And I will never give him that kind of power or credit over anything. So no, I just think he's a loser, um personally. And I don't think that he should be in office, and I don't think he should be in power. um and this is the kind of thing that with the forces that be, um, could be something that people might be compelled to think, but you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be compelled to think it because you haven't seen any miracles yet. And believe me, when Jesus comes, he's not going to discriminate between good and bad, and I know that. And it doesn't matter. I'm so ready. And I'm so ready for eternal life too. And I am ready for that promise because God has said people like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are not going to be ruling over us and in heaven with Jesus. That's just the way it's going to hash out. And they don't even care because they want the material pleasures here right now. They don't care about anything else, and I do. I'm not going to worship men. I can't stress that enough. Want to. I can keep coming online and reminding everybody. I take a very reasonable risk every day going out and meeting with people, as do unworthy Congress woman, new booty, congresswoman that have some kind of advantage because they work for Nancy Pelosi. No, thank you. Nancy Pelosi is basically going to die in top 19 years. Nobody lives past 100. Okay. I mean, if she's maybe that's what I'm saying. Like I'm willing to hang in there, and I'm sticking to my guns. You stick to yours, but you're not on you're not on any team. You're just like somebody that's being used. And when Republicans do get in power and they want to start using Democrats, you'll see how you drop your panties. You'll see how you drop your panties. All right. So, all right. And nobody, like, I seriously, like, I'm not even, I don't even play games. Okay. So, um, it's true. I, I hardly believe that Republicans are the bigger whore at all. Like, that's not even like, you can't even like Democrats are such fucking whores. It's not even funny. Alrighty. Well, that's just the way it is, man. I'm not gonna since I started to like I put like the Democrats aside. It's been like hell no. These people are unstable. You're unstable. I don't even have like a clear um value. Like my values are always like being I don't have a ground. I don't have a solid ground to stand on, and it's it's not it didn't work. It worked for as long as I was able to mull over the same topics for enough times that now I know it's not I have to stick to my guns. I'm sticking to my guns. I'm holding my ground. I don't have to lose ground to unworthy people that have no idea what they're talking about. So good luck, guys. All right. Have a great night. All right. Bye. And